Hello, my name's Anthony Garay, and today I'll be going over the key findings of my research paper titled Invisible Chemical Threats and Their Chronic Effects on Respiratory Health. Introduction: Why this matters. Asthma is a chronic respiratory disease that continues to rise globally, especially in urban and industrialized areas. While genetics and lifestyle are contributing factors, growing scientific evidence shows that environmental exposure, especially to air pollutants, is one of the strongest and most preventable causes. One of the most harmful pollutants is fine particulate matter, or PM 2.5 to be specific. These particles are so small that they bypass our body's natural defenses, entering deep into the lungs and bloodstream. My research examines how PM 2.5 coming from sources like gas stoves and vehicle emissions contributes to asthma development, especially in children. What is asthma? Asthma is a chronic respiratory disease that causes inflammation and narrowing of the airways, making it difficult to breathe. Common symptoms include wheezing, shortness of breath, and coughing, especially at night or early morning. Asthma is one of the most common chronic conditions in children. Long-term exposure to pollutants, especially PM 2.5, can trigger or worsen asthma symptoms. Those most at risk include children due to developing lungs and faster breathing, people in urban areas or living near traffic, and families using gas stoves in poorly ventilated homes. What is PM 2.5 and why is it dangerous? PM 2.5 refers to airborne fine particles that are 2.5 microns or smaller in diameter. Because of their size, they are easily inhaled and cause immune reactions like inflammation, airway, hyperresponsiveness, and oxidative stress. The health effects are serious, including increased risk of developing asthma, more asthma attacks in those already diagnosed, and impaired lung development, especially in children. As exposure to PM 2.5 increases, whether in concentration or duration, so does the risk and severity of asthma symptoms. Children are especially vulnerable due to their rapid breathing and smaller lungs. Indoor and outdoor sources. As for outdoor sources, traffic and urban pollution. Major sources of these pollutants are from vehicle emissions, especially from diesel engines. Fine particles remain airborne and are easily inhaled by pedestrians and nearby residents. Children near busy roads have a 30% higher risk of asthma. Exposure in early childhood has been linked to increased asthma symptoms by age 4. Combined effects of genetics and environmental stressors amplify asthma development. As for indoor sources, gas stoves emit PM 2.5, nitrogen dioxide, and methane during cooking. These stoves can leak harmful gases even when turned off. 50% of kitchens using gas stoves exceeded the EPA 1 hour nitrogen dioxide limit. Poor ventilation in low-income homes increases these health risks. Children and elderly in these homes are at a higher risk for asthma symptoms and attacks. Global trends and policy solutions. PM 2.5 exposures in global issues in both high and low income countries. PM 2.5 levels exceeded health guidelines, especially in dense urban areas. Key solutions include switching to electric appliances, improving home ventilation and building codes, expanding green infrastructure and public transport, and educating the public about indoor air pollution risks. It's not just about cleaner stoves, it's about reducing the use of traditional polluting sources and promoting real-world behavior change. To protect children and vulnerable populations, we need coordinated policies that address both environmental exposure and structural inequalities. Conclusion. To conclude this research, PM 2.5 is clearly a major contributor to asthma onset and severity, particularly in children. Whether from cooking indoors or traffic outdoors, PM 2.5 possesses a daily health risk, often invisible and underaddressed. But the good news is that this is a preventable problem. With smart policies, cleaner technologies, and better public awareness, we can reduce PM 2.5 exposure and improve respiratory health outcomes. Asthma caused by PM 2.5 is not just a personal health issue, it's a public health challenge that calls for urgent action. And these are my references.